Hello everybody, welcome to my video. Yes, apparently my name is not Chip anymore, it's called Dickhead. I went over there just a minute ago to get some petrol and a car pulled out in front of me, and I thought I should warn him that I was coming up the road, but pressing my horn. No, he shouted out his window, Dickhead! So my name now on is called Dickhead. But yeah, I knew that anyway, but you probably knew that as well. Sorry, wind. I'd like to start off this video with a shout out and a congratulations to Pipe Cleaner Fox. And you forgot your name there, sorry. He's just recently passed his Mod 1. Well done, fella. Absolutely splendid. And if you haven't watched Pipe Cleaner Fox's videos, I suggest you do, because he's actually quite funny. A very dry sense of humour, which I quite like, and he's very rude. Right, as some of you might be aware that I went on holiday. Yay! I'm back now. Yes, I've got over the holiday blues. Yeah, when you come back off holiday you think, oh fuck's sake. Oh, back to this old shit again. Anyway, I had a nice time. I'd like to thank the people of Yorkshire, particularly the people in York, for welcoming me and Mrs. Chip. Much appreciated, and we had a good time. Thank you very much, and we will be visiting again soon. I had an email the other day, well, probably a couple of weeks ago now, asking about gear selector selection light thing. You know, when you get you go for your gears, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 coming up on your doofer thingy. This bike hasn't got one, it's the 125, and I'm not sure if any other 125s has this device, this thing. You probably let me know if your bike has, of course. But I don't think they're necessary for 125s or any other bike at all. Yes, it's good to know what gear you're in, but you should be able to know by the feel of your bike. You know, I just don't think they're necessary. I may divide opinion on this one, but let me know what you think. Have you got a gear selector thing that comes up? Do you find it useful? I think they should be not on there because you know, you should be able to feel the bike, what gear it's in, and you make mistakes and you still know what gear you're in. Definitely know what gear you're in if you made a mistake. But the most important gear for me is when you come into a stop, particularly here, it's straight down the first. You just kick down as far as you can. If it can't go no more, you're in first. Easy, easy peasy. Yeah, I'm in second gear now. And third gear. Now, I'm not downplaying, yeah, that they are quite useful. But, I mean, when you drive a car, you don't look down at your gear stick because it's written on top of the gear knob, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So I don't think you should be looking at a gear selector light on a bike, because I think it's very dangerous. I think they're ideal for when you get a new car or you get another second-hand car and you're not quite sure where reverse is, because that can be a pain sometimes. Just say what gears it's got. I mean, nowadays most cars got 5 gears. I mean, the older cars have probably got 4 still. But yeah, you get my point. Okay, let's see if the Jippos are in. They were up here before I went on holiday. Let's have a look. No, they've been moved on. I've actually got a pin in my tyre, my back tyre. It's like one of those wooden pin tacks. I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I've also got to take it out, but it's probably quite dangerous to have it in there because it could explode any minute. But I've never changed the bike tyre, and I'll probably have to go to a garage or a bike place to get it sorted. I don't know whether the tyre needs replacing because I've got a nail in it, or can they take it out? I don't know. I'll probably have to find out for myself. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, I'm a bit reluctant to change the tyre, but yeah, I'll let you know on that, because I've been meaning to do it, because I noticed it before we went up. Oh, that's a bit late. Come on then, come on. Fucking move it! Fuck's sake. Probably looking at that bird. Yeah. I'm a rebel. I've got a down in my tyre. Woohoo! I'm probably not the only one. This is probably a subject that I could do probably a whole video, but do you find, if you go on long journeys, whether it's on a bike or a car or whatever, coach perhaps, looking out the window, do you find the different areas you get different styles of driving? Well, you'll probably all know London is probably the worst place to drive or ride in, because there's a load of muppets there. But coming down from York last week, coming down the M1, I was on the A1M, then I got on the M1. Then the driving sort of changed. There's a lot of drifters, I call them, people that don't think they need to indicate, and they just drift over the lane. There's a lot of that going on up there, and that went on for a while. It just seemed a high concentration of drifters. Then as I got further down south, where I live, then we got the pushers, you know, oh, you got to do 100 miles an hour, yeah, get out my fucking way, yeah, all that sort of shit. So I knew I was home. But do you find different areas, different counties, you have a concentration of muppets, or was it just everywhere? I don't know, it just felt like there was an area where, oh yeah, this is the area where we have drifters, or this is the area where, you know, we're going to get up your arse. You know, tell me what you think. If you don't, then don't bother. Yeah, so I'm just hovering around, just causing havoc, and been sworn at, been called a dickhead. Well, that's there's no change there really. But yeah, this middle-aged bloke obviously thought I was a dickhead because I was using my horn to warn him that I was coming up the hill. Now, who's the dickhead now? Anyway, I'm going to clear off now, and well, you know the old catchphrase, if you don't already, I'm going to say it again. Stay tuned, stay cool, and of course ride those bikes safely.